Ryan Salazar here with Broadcast Beat. Today we have a very special guest, Glodina Connan-Lostanlen, Chief Marketing Officer at Imagine Communications. How are you, Glodina?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Ryan?
Doing excellent. So it's great to have you. We always love chatting with Imagine Communications and seeing what you guys are up to. So 3 years ago, Imagine Communications captured headlines with a bold prediction of where the industry was headed. Has the industry evolved the way you thought it would?
Definitely, the industry has evolved. Maybe not as fast as we thought it would, but definitely at IBC this year, the topic was not about, is this going to happen? Will we move to IP? It's more a question of how are we going to do it and when? And the role we've been playing in sort of driving the innovation and the thought leadership, this has been really rewarding because we had a lot of people who came to see us and said, yeah, 3 years ago you had a bold vision. And we kind of had some doubts, but it's actually not a question anymore. It's happening. So we feel pretty good about it.
Well, that's very exciting. So you recently announced over 25 next-generation IP customer deployments. Is there a common theme to these, or is it mixed between SDI and IP?
It's actually a mix. We have a number of applications in the playout and the live production environment primarily. In the playout front, it starts with a different use case, usually with disaster recovery, and people want to try the technology just in this sort of safe environment. And they've realized that it actually works. And so they turn that back into the main site. So pure IP playout definitely works as a primary setup. And then on the live production side, we are definitely seeing a mix of IP and baseband, because that's the nature of the live production environment that our customers currently experience. So what we are seeing is a lot of triad to put the two together and see how software-defined networks can orchestrate the hybrid nature of the live production environment. So I would say it's both.
So Imagine just finished another successful year at the 2016 IBC show. So what were 3 highlights that Imagine Communications can share?
Yeah, so the major 3 highlights, threefold. So first one, being able to demonstrate an end-to-end live IP UHD production on our booth was a key milestone. And I speak for us, but also for the whole industry, or at least the Ames participants with whom we've worked on this interoperable demo. But being able to show and make our customers see and touch a real end-to-end live IP production was a big milestone. And we got a lot of traction, obviously, a lot of interest from our customers, but also from the overall industry. The second one was being able to demonstrate and explain the difference of IP playout in the cloud from a native standpoint. What we mean by that is that you have now a number of companies who are saying that they do cloud playout, and that is it's available to everybody. It's working. The reality is there aren't a lot of companies who have built up a cloud playout solution from the ground up, thinking cloud first. So that's why the focus on IP native playout was very important to us. And again, we received good feedback on that and being able to demonstrate it and explain the difference and the advantages that it truly provides. Because when you do native cloud playout, now you can really deliver the geodiversity of playout operations. The third highlight was definitely everything related with multi-platform OTT delivery and how you monetize this. This was one of the key topics that our customers, I would say, from the traditional broadcast environment would come and ask us about. A lot of them are considering having their own OTT service, and we were able to demonstrate an end-to-end package with an announcement with a collaboration with Siemens. And so we had a lot of good discussion on how you do this economically, and then secondly is how you make money out of it and how you leverage dynamic ad insertion to really start make money out of OTT service, which right now the business case is still needs to be demonstrated. And as you know, advertising is still going through much of primarily the linear media, not so much over the top. So being able to leverage over the top to talk more about dynamic ad insertion and whether the business case is valid there was a key topic.
So just out of curiosity, Glodina, what has changed in the industry since the last IBC show in 2015?
So, illustrated by the Ames initiative, I would say that what has changed is when last year everybody was wondering, still having second thoughts about, are we going to go through this IP transition? Is it for us, right? Live TV is important. Will it work in an IP world? I think this year there was no more debate. And it was more a question of accelerating the interoperable work that needs to be done to make it available faster to our customer. The technology is there. The partners are together at the table. So I think that was one of the key takeaways from last year compared to last year.
All right, so you had a major hand in creating the Ames Alliance and uniting the industry around a common set of standards for moving media over IP. So why is this so important? And can you give us a sense of progress to date?
Yeah, the progress is amazing. At IBC, there was this live IP sort of sandbox and stand, in fact, that was demonstrating an end-to-end live IP production environment. And all the work that was needed to do this required about more than 30 companies who participated in this, with 70 engineers in the same room for a week to prepare for this demonstration. And I think that's a key achievement for Ames only 9 months after it was created. So we were all very excited. We are all very excited about progress made so far. The roadmap is moving along. And Ames is not a standard body. It's a trade organization to make sure that the standards are interoperable, that we align on how to use them as an industry together with other suppliers, but also with customers. And I think the next phase is going to be more around, okay, now that we're giving credibility to this IP world, to the broadcast world, the question we get from broadcasters and our traditional customers is, okay, help us make the business case for this transition. So I think we're going to see more, further development on some other areas, like maybe some more on the compression side, on the delivery side, and also more use cases, working closely with some of the key early adopters. So that's the next phase. So we're not done yet.
All right, again, Glodina Connan-Lostanlen, Chief Marketing Officer at Imagine Communications. It's always great chatting with you, and I'm sure we'll see it in an upcoming show.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure talking to you, Ryan. Thank you.